Hello everyone, welcome to GiGi's Retirement Budgets. This is my first video on YouTube for this channel and I'm very excited to be here, and I hope that as I post more videos you guys would follow along and see what I am up to. I am Gigi and I am the Gigi of 4 wonderful grandchildren, 11-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 9-month-old. And I've built my whole life around them. I babysit them. I'm very involved in their life. 2 of them live 2.5 hours away, and I go up there once a week, drive up there once a week, and babysit the 9-month-old, and then come home the next day. But anyways, I'm very excited to be on here and to show you what I have been up to. I have been cash budgeting, cash stuffing, and doing saving challenges for a little over a year. And so I wanted to come on here and teach people that are on a limited fixed income how to budget and then how to save. Because a lot of people don't think, especially if they're living paycheck to paycheck, that they have any money to save. And you do. Trust me, you do. And I recently taught my sister how to budget and my daughter how to budget. I grew up in a family where we did not manage our finances well at all. And my financial history over the years has been horrible, and I've been horrible with money. So I'm very excited to be doing this now. I feel like I have more control. I can plan, emergencies aren't so terrible, that kind of thing. So I really just want to get in here and show you what I've got going on so you know what to look forward to each week. Now, you may hear a lot of noise in the background. I have 3 baby kittens that are 9 weeks old running around in here. In fact, I started to film this, and you may see the camera shake like it just did because one of them just ran by and hit it. I am doing this early in the morning because I have to babysit 2 of my grandkids today, all day from 9 to 5, and I will not be able to film this at all with them, especially my grandson, my 6-year-old grandson, with them running around and everything. My granddaughter's pretty good about staying out of my hair for a while to let me get things done. But anyways, the kittens, I tried to film this already once, and they decided they wanted to play around the plug, and they unplugged the light. So I had to stop everything and turn it back on. But hopefully this is all still set up properly. Let me just check real quick because they did run by and hit it. Okay, looks good. I'm still learning how to do the overhead filming because my light setup it seems very awkward. It's on this big tripod, and it has to go next to my chair, so it doesn't get exactly center over where I want to be. So I have to make some markers when I look in the camera, like my cup and my coin jar. Like I got to stay in this area right here, right? So just ask for a little bit of grace and mercy and patience while I figure this out over the coming weeks. I don't know what everyone's using. So hopefully as time goes by, I'll get better. But yeah, so I am recently retired, and I have military retirement, and I have my Social Security. So this is the money that I am budgeting with. And so I want to show people how to do it on a fixed income. So I do have a shop that I'm hoping to make money from, and that will eventually be included. But for now, it'll just be my retirement budget, and you'll be able to see, hopefully, how you can apply these techniques and tools to your budget as well if you're struggling, if you're living paycheck to paycheck, if you don't feel like, you can ever get ahead or anything like that. We'll be talking about all of that on this channel. So I just want to show you real quick my setup. So this here is my wallet. So I budget every paycheck. So I get my military paycheck and then I get my Social Security paycheck later in the month. So I budget all my bills, and then whatever money I have left over is what I put into my savings challenges. And I'm saving for multiple different things that you'll see over the weeks, because I'm going to do a savings challenge video today. I'm going to do a savings challenge video tomorrow. I think I'm doing one on I'm doing one on Thursday, and then one on Friday, and one on Saturday. So I have all these different saving challenges. So I'm going to show you a video of each one of these. But this is, so I cash stuff and plan my bills, but I also carry around my wallet, right? And so I do cash budgeting. So every dollar has a purpose, and my budget has to equal 0 at the end of me planning all this out. And so I carry cash with me. And when that money's gone, right? I can't spend anymore on that category. So this is my wallet. I recently redid it, and I did these really fun summer dashboards, which make me really happy every single time I look at it. So, and I've hodgepodged a couple different binders together that I got a year ago. So I've got different kinds of envelopes in here. These are the kind that aren't very see-through, but you can kind of see in there. That's my giving. And then I have my eating out and coffee budget. I have my groceries. I have my gas. I have receipts, a place to keep all my receipts, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. I have my kids. This is like if we're out and about and, you know, we're running around and doing errands and they're thirsty or they're hungry, and we can get them something to eat or get them something to drink. Or sometimes, you know, if I have more in here, maybe we'll go do something special. Pets, like I said, I got 3 kittens running around here right now. We took in a stray that was on our property that someone dumped here, I think because she was pregnant. She had like 3 litters on our property, and there was no way for us to get her fixed because they can get pregnant 2 weeks after they have the babies. So, you know, they're still nursing, and the babies need them. So there's no way to take them away from the babies to go get them fixed. So she got pregnant for the 4th time, and we brought her in the house. And she's very domesticated, very sweet. So I know she was owned by someone before. And so anyway, she had 5 kittens. And we just gave 2 of them away last week to a friend when they turned 8 weeks. So I still have 3 running around. One of them I am keeping. She's a calico. She looks just like her mama. And she's actually the mascot for my shop where I make all these things. And her name's Lavender. So anyway, so I have pets because I have to pay for cat bills, and I'm going to get the mom fixed. I'm going to get Lavender fixed. Lavender needs her shots. And then, you know, I have to pay for kitty litter and cat food all the time. We also have 2 dogs. We had 3, but my son and his family were visiting in November, and we accidentally left the pool area open, and there's a hole in the fence, and 2 of the dogs got out, and one of them came back the next day or the day after, I can't remember, but the other one's never come back, so that's really sad. I'm praying that he's still out there somewhere. I like to think that someone found him and he's got a really loving home, so we'll see. Maybe one day if he escapes again or whatever, he'll find his way home, but we really miss him. His name was Murphy. And then we also have a cicada turtle, and we have a total right now on the property, 10 cats on our property that are ours, that we're claiming. My daughter has 2 in her room that are indoor cats. And then we have 4 outside cats. And then the mom and the kittens in here, which will, 2 of them hopefully will go find homes. And then after I get the mom fixed, she's going back outside. And then I'll have my cat, which I'll probably keep indoors. I don't know yet. I really hate dealing with litter boxes. But anyways, we rent on 8 acres of land out in the country. And my mom, we live in a 4-generational household. my mom, my sister, my daughter, and my 2 grandkids live with me. The grandkids are part-time, 50-50 with their dads. And yeah, so it's very chaotic and crazy over here and loud and noisy. And then this is my business envelope. I allocate certain money towards my business to buy things that I see when I'm out and about or if it's on sale. Like recently, I bought these really fun paper clips, and there's some smaller ones under there. And I bought these Happy Planner, what are they called? Discs, because I'm making some of my own binders. And then household. So this is my wallet. So this is everything that I need, potentially could need on a daily basis. And then I have this wallet binder that are my other expenses, right? That I don't need to carry around with me every day. So rent, I don't put my own rent in here. I have to collect rent from my mom, my sister, and my daughter. And so when they pay me their rent, I put it in here. I just keep it all in here until I go to the bank. And the same with garbage. And I need to make an electricity one. Credit card. I'll talk about that in a minute. Self-care. My car. I need to get an oil change. Travel. Right now, travel is being used for our epic summer. Saving money so that we can just have a really good summer with the kids and stuff. And then this is my medical, and then holidays. So I forgot to talk about receipts. So here, let me talk about credit cards first. So I, over my lifetime, have been really, really bad with credit cards. Really bad. And I have quite a bit of past debt. I have student loans, I have all kinds of stuff. So this is one of the ways I hope to get ahead. And but I've seen people in the past year that I've been watching budgeters on YouTube have a credit card that earns points. And then what they do is they will charge something on the card to get the points, but they won't charge anything on their card unless they actually have the cash in the wallet. So I recently bought a bunch of stuff for my business on Amazon. I bought this really fun coin jar that automatically counts your coins because I've been keeping track of it in this mason jar. I bought this really fun desk vacuum. I bought a oh no, that one in my copy. I bought a laminator. I bought a Happy Planner puncher, hole puncher, which is different than a regular hole punch. Bought some more paper, cardstock, different things like that when I'm out and about or on Amazon. So obviously if I'm buying something from Amazon, I can't use my cash. So charge it on my credit card, but then I immediately take the cash out of my envelope and put it in here. So this is, I've been using my card all month, and I've been putting all the cash in here. So I will take all this cash to the bank and make my payment before it's due. So that's the credit card. The receipts, I keep all my receipts, or as much as I can. Sometimes I forget, especially at the gas station, getting it out of the pump. And I have quite a few in here I need to scan. But there's an app called, there's just one, I guess there's several, but the one I use is called Fetch. And you scan your receipts in, and you earn points, and then you can trade them out for gift cards. This is not a get rich quick scheme. Okay, this is a slow burn. But if I do this, I started doing it in April, the end of April, beginning of May, and I have over 10,000 points right now. And you know, that equates to something different with all the different cards. But what I'm really excited about is that I right now have a $10 credit for Barnes & Noble. Everywhere else, it seems like it equates to $5, but Barnes & Noble's $10 for some reason. So Fetch, you just scan your card in, and most receipts you get 25 points for. But if you use certain brands or you shop at certain places, you'll get more points when you scan your receipt in. So like for the kittens for a while. Well, for the mom, they said to feed her part wet food, so that will help with her milk, so she doesn't get dehydrated. So I saw on the app that if I bought Sheba wet food, that I would get 3,000 points for every receipt. And I think that was only good for like 3 times. I think I did it twice. So I got 6,000 of those 10,000 points from that. So yeah, so I'm curious to see how much I will earn by the end of the year. Maybe it's an extra gift card for Christmas. I don't know. We'll see. And then I have this. This is my savings challenge binder. And these are challenges. Most of them I create. I think everything in here I created. These are in my shop. I'm launching my shop on, let's see, let me look at my schedule. I'm launching my shop on Wednesday. So I have way more of what's in this binder that I want to show you. So on Wednesday, I'm going to do a video and go through everything that I have in my shop right now. And I plan to have more. And I'll talk about all that then. But Lavender, let's see if we have a good picture of her. Lavender, this is my little avatar for her. So my paper company is called Lavender's Dreamy Paper Studio. That's the name of my shop, Lavender's Dreamy Paper Studio. So I created these. So these first 4 are available for free. It's a challenge starter kit. If you've never done challenges or anything, this is like a challenger starter kit right here. They're digital downloads, so you would have to have the ability to print these. And then you can cut them with scissors, or you can cut them with, a paper cutter. And if you don't have envelopes like this, you can just use regular envelopes until you can save the money to get these if you want. You don't need all this stuff. All you need is envelopes and cash. And then these are free. So for right now, they're digital downloads. I think if I have enough people that don't have printers and don't have the ability to print them, and they want me to print them for them and send them to them, I can do that. They would just have to pay a small postage fee, right? So this is a roll and save. And so basically what you do is you just take dice and you roll it, and however many times you want to roll it, depending on what your budget is for saving that week. And then you just mark them off as you save them. If you mark all of these off, you will have $288 if you fill this whole entire thing out. This is Plinko. This is so much fun. If you remember Plinko from The Price is Right. So Plinko, you just, you roll the dice, and let's say you get a 4. And then you roll the dice and you get a 3. And you go all the way down until you get to the end. Let's say you got a 4. Then you're going to put $1 in, right? This is paws. This one, you can make each paw a certain dollar amount. I made these $1, so this will be $48. And then this is Lavender's Play Date. These are all her friends. And so this, if you finish this whole thing, you get $40, okay? And then I made a letter challenge, which is like Scrabble, which you'll see in a minute in here. And word search, which you'll see in a minute in here. And then I got my minis. So tiny challenges are done on Tuesdays, which I'll show you this on Tuesday. And then mini challenges, mini Mondays, are done today, which I'm going to do a video later today on this. So those are my mini challenges in there. And then I made this book. I have these challenges. So this is for my $1,000 emergency savings. So a lot of budgeters follow Dave Ramsey's process, right, of becoming debt-free. So right now I'm working on my emergency savings. And so each honeycomb is $10. And so I color this in. So that's this envelope here that goes with that. These are from Two Sister Bees. And they have a ton of free challenges and envelopes and stuff too on their page, and I will link them below. And then I've got this happy birthday. Oh wait, where did my happy birthday one go? Oh, I got these out of order. Okay, so then I have my happy bee day. So this is where I'm saving for birthdays. We're pretty much over birthdays for this year, except for, we got 3 more left. We got my daughter-in-law's is my 9-month-old granddaughter's is August 27th. My daughter-in-law's is September 22nd, and then my mom's is the 10th of December. All my grandchildren, except for the last one that was born, were born in April and May. So they fall in the Taurus constellation, and so does my sister. So there's a lot of stubborn people in this household, let me tell you. My granddaughter was born on April, so I call it the birthday palooza month. My granddaughter was born on April 26th. My grandson was born on May 4th, Star Wars Day. And that is so appropriate because my daughter is obsessed with Star Wars, and only she would have a kid on Star Wars Day. It's like she planned it. And then his brother, his half-brother, his birthday's May 6th. He's 15. And then my other grandson, his birthday's May 19th. And then my sister's birthday is May 10th, and we've got Mother's Day in there. So May is like really busy. So I'm trying to save a lot of money, like before we even hit that, right? So that's a happy bee day. And then we've got this one, the hive. This one is $500 if you save this. This is $10 for every honeycomb, and then $50 for the what's it called, for the crowns. And then we've got these 100 honeys. I will go over this more on probably on Friday. I'm doing a special video on new way to save for my grandkids. So yeah, so that's this way. This is the 100 honeys. And so each of them have their own envelope here, and each of them have their own tracker here. And you see that someone has way more money than someone else. So I will explain all that then. And then I just made this binder or this little workbook or whatever, to keep track of all these full page savings challenges that I'm collecting from people that are for free. So this is my letter challenge, Lavender's letter challenge. It's just like Scrabble. And it comes with all these different letters. So yes, it's a digital download. You will have to cut all these. But basically the rules are kind of like Scrabble. I took the rules from Scrabble and adapted them to this game, which will be included in the download. But basically, you pick 7 tiles, you try and make a word. You have to put a letter here to begin with. So start here some way, shape, or form. And then you, obviously on Scrabble, right, you put the letters here. You can't do that here. So you're just going to write it in. If you want to reuse this, then you want to make sure when you print it, you laminate it so you can wipe it off and redo it again. And then down here is the 2 times word, 3 times word, 2 times letter, 3 times letter. And then whatever you save, like I'm assuming probably I'm only going to do a letter a week because it's probably going to be pretty expensive. And so if whatever you, however many points you get is how many dollars you put in there, right? And then I've got these 3 word challenges that I created, which were really hard to do. And this is a little bit fuzzy. I'm sorry. I will get better. I just need to figure out a better way to do this. This was really hard for me to do. Just because I don't know all the ins and outs of everything yet. But this is Lavender's closet. And so these are different things that she might have in her closet and the different dollar amounts if you find the words. Lavender's cousins. These are different types of cats. And so each of these are $2, and then circle the breed that Lavender is. So it can be one of 2 answers. I'm going to give you the secret to this now so that you can get the bonus. She is a calico, okay? But this is a tabby. Okay, so you can circle either tabby or calico. And then this one is Lavender Snack Hunt. And I think this is so much fun. And so whatever word you find are in here. And it says, add a bonus if you find all the treat words first. And then I have other challenges in here that I will be completing through the year, hopefully, after I finish with these. So that is my setup. And that is what I am trying to do on here. I don't remember if I put the disclaimer on here. The disclaimer is that I am not a financial expert in any way, shape, or form. This is not financial advice. This is just me showing you what I'm doing and what's working for me, and that maybe you could adapt some of these to your budget to help you save more money and pay off debt. And so, you know, if you think that this might be a valuable channel for you to learn how to budget, to learn how to save money, and if you want to do all these fun challenges, I would love for you to subscribe and hit the notification button so that you get notified when I put up a new video. Like I said, I'm going to be putting up a new video every day, hopefully. And then make sure that you like this video. I want to grow this channel. And so I need every subscriber, every like, every view that I could possibly get. And I will link below Two Sister Bees so that if you want any of their free challenges, you can go get those. And then, of course, they have stuff for sale if you'd like to get any of those. And then I also forgot to mention that I first learned how to budget from Jasmine over at Baddies and Budgets. I don't know if you can see this with the glare, but it's Baddies and Budgets. And I will also post the link for her down below. And then also I will post the link to my Fetch app with my code. So if you, they just got done with a $2,000 point referral. Wait. Today's the 16th. Ooh, if I can get the video up today, and today is the 16th, you can use my code. And when you scan your first receipt, you have to do it today. Today's the last day. You will get 2,000 points, and I will get 2,000 points. If you see this video after today, I think the standard is 500 points. When you scan your first receipt, you'll get 500 points. But who knows at what point you see this. You know, we both might get more. They might have another promo. But as of today, and it ends today, it's the 2,000 points. So, yeah. So go ahead and do that. What do you lose? What can you lose? It takes a couple seconds to earn some points. And by the end of the year, you might have an extra gift card, right? That you could treat yourself with for Christmas or give to someone else. And then I'm not launching my shop officially until Wednesday. But I will go ahead and post the link here just in case you want to go take a look around and start thinking about it. There's quite a few things on there for free, but there's there's several things on there that cost some money, low cost. I think the highest thing is $5.50. And then I will be back later today to do a mini Monday challenge and show you how that works. All right. Bye, friends. Love, Gigi.